A Virginia school board voted to allow trans students to go to the bathroom of their choice, and the federal government is now applying pressure to get these non-discrimination laws in place at a local level. So Fox News, of course, threw a tantrum over it.
This apparently is being compelled upon us by the Office of Civil Rights through the U.S. Department of Education under the the U.S. Department of Justice. And they're saying that Title IX, which was passed in 1972, somehow includes gender identity. And the notion that the federal government could reach into the 14,000 school districts across the United States of America and tell 90,000 school board members that you must comply or we're going to take away your federal education money is preposterous. That money is meant for the neediest children in our communities, for the hungriest children, for children with disabilities. And so is my federal government telling me that if I don't comply with whatever, this language or any other language, that I have to comply with their language or they're going to take away our children's lunch money?
Isn't it a little weird that a school, which is supposed to be rooted in science and the scientific method, is teaching now that there is no difference between men and women, that you can change your sex, when, of course, that's contrary to basic biology?
Well, certainly that's what you heard in the meeting. And it was funny because I just only heard the audio. And you would think from the applause that they were cheering by the fact that that motion passed, but they were cheering the single vote that tried to echo a parent's voice. And that was what was missing here is, these are public schools for the public's benefit with public dollars. And we seem to say to parents, we want your tax dollars to run our schools. We want you to join PTAs. We want you to be involved and volunteer. We want you to fundraise. And then we want you to go away, because anything having to do with policy or rigor of curriculum or something like this that has very much to do with personal privacy and dignity of all students and all parents is not something we want your comments on.
The left's war on biology continues. It's a weird moment in America. It's really nice to talk to you this morning.
The left's war on biology continues. Yes, yes, yes. It's the left which is so fundamentally anti-science. It's us that has all the climate change deniers and all of the creationists. Anything that they accuse liberals of doing is what they do, essentially. I mean, we've seen this argument time and time again in different forms. So Rush Limbaugh does it with gay marriage, for example. No, we are not the bigots for being against gay people and wanting to take away their rights. You're the bigots for not accepting us being bigots. It's at the point where it's just not creative anymore. You just look dumb when you use these arguments. Everything you just try to flip it. I know what you are, but what am I? You're somebody who just copied our argument, which is true, and flipped it on its head and tried to blame us of it. That's what you are. It's so easy to see what you're doing. I love some of Tucker's quotes there, though. Trans people using the bathrooms of their choice is, quote, contrary to basic biology. Oh, is it? No, see, Tucker, some people are male and they're born male in every way. Some people are female and they're born female in every way. Some people are born male and they have essentially a female's brain. It's a male exterior, but you're a female inside and you know you're a female, and vice versa. So acknowledging that fact of reality, what do you want to do if somebody's a transgender person and they went through all the things, they got the hormone replacement treatment, they got a sex change, and they went through everything because they know who they really are. So now the person who was a man is now a woman, right? What do you want that person to do? You want to go up to them. I, Tucker Carlson, will tell you what bathroom you can use because it's my right to tell you what bathroom you can use? Fuck off, son. Who are you? Who are you? Here's my new take on this. If you are so concerned and so obsessed with what bathroom transgender people should be using and you want to get in and dictate that for them, I think you have your own sexual issues in your own head that you need to iron out. I'm serious about that. Because, here, take my stance on trans people using whatever bathroom they want from day one has been this. I don't care. They could use any bathroom that they want. Doesn't affect my life either way. But what kind of a person would be like, touchy about this? Oh, I don't know what bathroom are they? Are they going to come in my bathroom? I don't want them in my bathroom. Are they going to go in that bathroom? I don't know if they should be in that bathroom. people who are struggling with their own sexual identity, and they don't know what's going on in their head, and they don't know what they're attracted to, and they don't, maybe they see something going on there with trans people that they feel like they want to suppress something similar in them. So your response should be, who cares, man? Let them use whatever bathroom they want. And this is, we've seen this time and time again, especially from a guy like Tucker Carlson. He gets so outraged over issues that normal people don't get outraged over. Again, if you're outraged over what bathroom trans people are using, you have too much fucking time on your hands. And understand, if it's like an example of somebody using that as an excuse to just spy on the opposite sex in the bathroom, that's a different story, and that's a case where everybody agrees with you. Even trans people will agree with you and say, yeah, no, I don't want the fact that I can use the bathroom of my identity to mean that, 14-year-old boys can sneak in and watch women in the bathroom, but that's not what this is about. We're all against that, but you should be for trans people using whichever bathroom fits their identity. And I think this shows you a very clear difference between the priorities of right-wingers and left-wingers. Because, go ahead, man. Go for it. You go on Twitter. You go to different websites. You go on YouTube. You go look at whatever forum you usually get your information from and your news from. And you'll see, what are the liberals, for the most part, talking about? What's Noam Chomsky talking about today? What's Glenn Greenwald talking about today? What have we discussed on the show today, right? Fast-tracking the TPP, big oil subsidies that are screwing over people, the troops being screwed by predatory payday loan people. So look at the issues we discuss. We're focused on things like war, the NSA, black people being murdered by the cops in a systemic fashion, the TPP, poverty. Look at what they're talking about on Fox News. Ooh, which PP parts do you have? Are you going to go into the bathroom that doesn't allow the people with the PP parts that are the ones that I don't want to be in there? Because if you do, I don't like that. Let's talk about that for an hour and get outraged. It's so sad. And to put it simply here, grow the fuck up.